If you want to know how to create printable wall art, size it properly in multiple sizes, and upload it to Etsy so that it's ready to be purchased by your customers, this video is for you. Hey, my name is Sandra and I talk about selling digital products online to make passive income. So if you're into that kind of thing, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. I absolutely love selling printable wall art because it's a super fun and creative side hustle that brings me passive income every month. So this is going to be a full tutorial on how to create printables in Canva, save it in multiple sizes. You'll see from my size chart here how many sizes I offer my customers. I promise it's much simpler than it looks, and how to package it all together, upload it to Etsy so that your customers receive it immediately after purchase. On top of that, I'm going to share with you my instruction sheet that I include in the package for my customers. You'll see that at the very end, and I highly recommend you create something similar for your customers. So let's head over to my computer. So if you haven't already, be sure to create an account under canva.com. It's free to do so. I'm going to go to create a design at the top right here, and I'm going to click on custom size, and I'll change this to inches, and I'm going to create a 16 by 20 inch artboard. Just to show you again what my size chart looks like, I'm creating the 4:5 ratio option, and I always create the largest size because once the customer receives this, they can scale it down to any of these sizes if they want to. Click on create new design, and I'll just start creating my printable. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to uploads right here, and you can upload your own graphics that you have a commercial license to, or graphics that you've created in, let's say, Procreate or Adobe Illustrator, for example. So I created these lashes in Adobe Illustrator, but again, you can get something similar from Creative Market or Creative Fabrica. You can sign up for free in the description box down below. So let's add my quote, and same thing goes with text. Any font that you use, make sure that you have a commercial license to it. I can change the font by going here, and you can upload your own fonts here or use some of the free fonts that Canva offers. You can change the size by literally just dragging the corner here or going up to the top here and selecting your size. Try also playing with the text by going to spacing. You can actually change the spacing between the lines using this if you want to. Now I'm just going to add a script font for this here. Okay, now if anything doesn't look center, just click on it, go to the 3 dots, position, center. I'm just adding in a watercolor behind lashes. I have the commercial license to this watercolor, and I'm actually going to lighten it by going to transparency and just lightening it a little bit here. If you have any questions on how to use your commercial license properly, you can check out this video here right after this where I lay it all out for you. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to change the title up here to, let's say, eyelashes printable. And I'm going to put 4:5 ratio. Download it by going right here, and you can download it as a PDF or a JPEG if you want. The PDF print will be a high quality, so you can definitely do that. If you want the JPEG, you can increase the quality, but you do need the pro account. So I do have a 30-day free trial link that you can grab from the description box down below. It doesn't save to 300 DPI, but it does get really close. Side note, if you're planning to create your printables in Adobe Illustrator, you can check out this video here where I show you how to save your print as high quality 300 DPI JPEG files. So you can decide if you want the JPEG or the PDF print. My advice to you is do some competitor research and see what your competitors are offering your customers. That'll give you an idea of what to create. So for now, I'm going to select JPEG and increase it to the high quality and download. So once that's downloaded, I can now create my second size, and I can go to resize right here. Let's change this to 11 by 14, copy and resize. So Canva automatically created another artboard and resized everything for me. If you need to adjust anything on this size, you can. It looks fine to me. So I'm going to go right here and change this to 11 by 14 inches and download a JPEG again. So you can see already that I've already taken care of the 4:5 ratio by saving a 16 by 20 inch artboard. And then I resized it to 11 by 14 inches. Now I just have to take care of the 3:4 ratio, 2:3 ratio, and then the 5 by 7 inches. So I'm gonna do all of that right now, just so you don't have to keep watching me do the same thing, and then we will resume the tutorial. Also, if you're getting value from this video so far, please give it a like and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Okay, so this is my folder for this printable specifically, and you can see that I've saved 5 sizes, and that's all you need because one of them takes care of the 2:3 ratio, one of them takes care of the 3:4 ratio, and then 4:5 ratio, and then I've got my 5 by 7 inches and 11 by 14 inches. Keep in mind that you don't have to offer the exact sizes that I offer. You can offer less options. You can offer different options. What I recommend is take a look at many of your competitors within your niche, see what they're offering, and you can decide from there. You can offer something similar to them. So what I'm going to do is actually create a separate folder, and I'm going to call it eyelashes printables. This is actually what the customer will receive. So I'm going to drag them into that folder. I'm going to right click, send to compressed zipped folder. And this is the actual folder that I'm going to upload. So you'll see that really soon. I'm going to create a mock-up first that I'm going to add to my Etsy images. So back on Canva, I'm going to go to create a design, and I'm going to create a 2000 by 2000 pixel artboard because that's the minimum size image that Etsy recommends. So let's drag in a pretty mock-up, and I get my mock-ups from Creative Market. I get some from Shutterstock, Pixabay. There's a lot of places to grab your mock-ups. Just make sure you're picking ones that suit your branding. Okay, now I'm going to go to upload media, and I'm going to put in one of the JPEG files that I've already downloaded, and I'll line this up as close as possible to this mock-up. Okay, so that looks good. I always add an element that lets my customers know that this is a digital download, just in case they didn't read the description fully. And I recommend you do this for all of your listings. So I'm going to download this as a JPEG, and you don't have to increase the quality because this isn't what the customer is receiving. It's just the Etsy image. And you can see I've saved the mockup in the same folder, and I called it eyelashes printable image 1 because I usually create about 3 to 4 different mockups because you're allowed up to 10 images per listing. Now we're going to upload everything onto Etsy. So go into your shop manager, click on listings, and then click on add a listing at the top here. So I'm going to add my images in first. And like I mentioned, normally I would create about 3 to 4 mockups, and I'm going to add the image that lets the customer know what sizes they're getting. So once you've uploaded all your images, the rest is pretty straightforward. So you want to add in a title that has multiple keywords, and you want to fill in all 140 characters. So I'm going to start with eyelashes printable wall art. I actually have a whole video on how to do keyword research properly so that you can find the best keywords for your product. This will help you fill out your titles and tags. So I will leave this video in the description box down below. So make sure to watch it right after this. And of course, I would fill in the rest with more keywords that I found for my keyword research. So I'm just going to fill in all of these. Who made it? I did. What is it? It's a finished product. And I made it in 2021. Now you want to make sure you're filling out all your categories and attributes. Before I do that, I'm actually going to select digital right here under type, and I'm going to select a category. So again, be sure to fill out all the attributes that are relevant. Some of them you are going to leave blank because it's just not relevant to your product. So I'm going to leave craft out, and I'm going to select a couple of rooms that I think this print would look good in. For the description, I've already created one in a Word document, so I'm going to copy and paste it into here. To give you an idea of what I write in my description, I always start with a hook, and I usually include a couple of keywords within the first 155 characters because that's good for Google search. And then I'll tell them exactly what they're receiving. So I actually list out all the ratio sizes and what it includes, just in case they're not looking at all the images, because I try to include all of this information as many times as I can. And then I'll let them know if they want a custom size, they can always let me know. I'll add a couple of additional options within my shop that are similar. I'll include my store policy here just in case they didn't scroll down to the shop policy. And I'll let them know that there are no returns with my digital downloads. And I always end with the link to my shop because sometimes this will encourage them to add more to their cart. Now I'll select my section, which is my eyelashes prints, and I would fill in all 13 tags based on my keyword research. Again, make sure to check that video out right after this. You can fill in the materials. This is optional. I'll leave that blank for now. And let's just say I'm going to charge $5 for this. You can add any quantity. I usually add a high quantity just because I don't want to have to bother with renewing it myself. Now here's where you upload your digital files. So I'm going to upload the zipped folder. And that's kind of my little trick of being able to add more than 5 prints because I'm also going to be adding an instructions sheet, which I'll show you what that looks like. This is another file I upload that the customer will receive after purchase because again, it lays out the sizes that they're getting and what sizes they can print based on the ratio. And then it kind of just guides them on how to print from home at a local store or online. These are actually FAQs that I've gotten in the past. So I decided to also include it in this sheet. So let's upload that. And that's it, guys. You would just hit publish and you're done. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. If you are working on your printable shop, you can grab my free checklist that I will link for you in the description box down below. I also have an Etsy digital product seller workbook that will help you get started on the right track. So you can also grab that from the description box. You can head over to my Etsy digital downloads playlist that I will link for you right here. I have a lot of tips for you as you work through your shop. And I also have a Canva tutorials playlist if you plan to create your printables in Canva. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.